Hey guys, so this is going to be another haul video, and this is just the last portion, so this is everything else that's non-Hong Kong Disneyland related in any shape or form, but it is going to be essentially all my other souvenirs that I picked up from Hong Kong. So this includes snacks, this includes Ocean Park, as well as a few Sanrio things that I also got along. So starting off strong, I am going over my Ocean Park stuff. So again, another Ocean Park themed, or in this case, tote bag that I absolutely did not need, nor do I have the room for, but I am going to get anyways. So this one is featuring Ocean Park, the classical, the Skylift, or, God, that is a skyscraper thingy? I don't know. That thing is, the words escaping my head. Cable car, there we go. It's called the cable car. As well as the various Sanrio characters. So we have Pom Pom, we have Hello Kitty, we have Don Don, we have Kuromi, we have Cinema Roll, and My Melody. And these were also all the characters that were explicitly represented in the park throughout. And then we also have an adorable little seal. On the back, it also says Sanrio characters, Marine Wonders. And this bag, if you are wondering, was 148 Hong Kong dollars, so it's equivalent to about $30 Canadian. In addition to that, because I had also bought a bunch of random stuff, and we also needed a bag to go to the night market, I also got this Panda reusable bag. This one was nice because it's like bamboo, one of those bamboo style woven ones, so it's not like traditional plastic. And these ones were not super expensive. I believe I only paid like 5 Canadian. It doesn't actually say on this because it's one of those things where you just buy them at the very last minute, but it features all the characters or the pandas that they have at Hong Kong Disneyland all together. So we have the elder sister, Ying Ying, little brother, Lily, An, and Kike. So adorable. That's what little panda's all about. On clearance, I managed to get myself a laptop bag, just because the one that I had is over 15 years old and it's starting to stink a little bit. This one was originally $80 Hong Kong, but it was on clearance for like $4 Canadian or something. It's not the greatest quality in the sense that it is very thin, but I thought it was cute because it features all the adorable characters and animals that you can meet in Ocean Park on the little ride. So I got that. One thing that we didn't necessarily buy, but we had to win for, was this Hello Kitty and Friends collab file folder. So I was aiming to get a Pom Pom prize, or at least a plush, but no bueno, but we managed to get Pity prize this one. So it's a nice little file folder. I somehow managed not to get destroyed since I was carrying it with my hand all day. In addition to that, Kiwa Bakery, we had also these panda totes. This one I remember buying towards the very end because it was last minute, because I remember seeing these exact same characters on a bunch of tin cookies that I bought, and this was only $5 for a tote bag, so I thought it was adorable. The same thing with Ocean Park. I'd also bought a pin, just because with Hong Kong I wanted to get something like a souvenir one just to commemorate it beyond everything else that I bought. But this one happened to be a red panda on the duck, or the duckling boat. I don't remember what they call it, but it's an attraction, and it's also in the skyline of Hong Kong. So this one was adorable. It's movable, so as you can see there, it goes back and forth. And this one I believe is a magnet, so it's not necessarily just a pin, but it is indeed a magnet, and it also says Hong Kong on it in Chinese writing. This one was 85 Hong Kong dollars, which is not a bad deal at all. In addition to that, which you probably may or not saw, depending on whether or not you saw my video, I had also gotten this LED, or not LED, but RFD pin badge with the Sanrio characters. So pretty much throughout the park, they had activation stations where you would tap this and then something interactive would come about. Fortunately, most of them were broken, and I was also disappointed that I got Hello Kitty. But there's different characters that you could get. So from the packaging, you could also get Kuromi, you can get My Melody, you can get Cinema Roll, and you can get Pom Pom. Obviously, I wanted Pom Pom, but that was a no-go. And this was 68 Hong Kong dollars, so a little bit over $10 for that interactive component of the park. Lastly, all together, and I thought this was adorable. I didn't think I needed it, but I decided I was going to get it anyways, and this is going to be a mug. This originally was going to bring to work. It's been over 2 months and it's been sitting in a bag. I probably will eventually bring it to work eventually, just as a coffee mug, but look at those characters. I thought it was adorable. It's so cute, and it also says Hong Kong Ocean Park on it. This guy is a reusable, I think it's also a branded mug as well. I can't remember which brand it was called, but it was 170 Hong Kong dollars. So it was a little bit pricey, but it was adorable. This last bit is more so just snacks and other stuff that I bought. So everything else that fit in my suitcase. So this is primarily stuff that I found at 7-Eleven or Don Quixote while I was there. But they're pretty much smaller stuff altogether that I decided to bring back that I wanted to try, or I know for sure I can't get them here. So the first one was actually Eclipse Wrigley Gum. So in this case, it's Jewel Mints. I haven't tried a green grape flavor, but I have tried the peach and lychee flavor, which were delicious. These were only like $1 or $2, and I bought a few bags of them. Just because, again, now that I'm back, I know I can't get them. So there is also the lychee flavor one as well. Again, going on the fact, I have a bunch of them that I bought all together just to get them. In addition to that, I'd also managed to find this in the wild, because it's wild to me, because honestly, I haven't seen this in forever. And for all the OGs know, this is like the original fruit pastilles that you would have. You could used to find these in Toronto up until like maybe 2010 at most, and I haven't seen them since, so I was so excited to get this, and I honestly should have got more of them, because they're only like $3 or so while there, and I know I can never find these again. Unless I possibly go to an Asian supermarket and find it. I don't know, but I was super excited to find it. In addition to that, I also got some mango wafers. So they're little cookies with little pieces of mango embedded, or in this case, mango sort of in the center of it, which I thought was delicious. On the topic of pandas, I also got these panda cakes as well. So product official name is Miyata Panda Cake. I think they're possibly from Japan. I don't know. They're actually manufactured in Hong Kong, so they're Chinese for sure. But they're little pandas. In addition to that, while on the streets of Hong Kong, where they go to Women's Night Market or any of the others, I managed to get a few reusable bags. So I got Pom Pom as well as these Toy Story ones. These ones were only like $2 Canadian, which were adorable because they features all my favorite characters, including Random Pooh and Toy Story. So these are massive, by the way. So in terms of as a whole, I keep telling you just to make sure that there's no bugs inside of them, just because, you know, they're on the streets that they're vending it on. But look how adorable this is. So this was only $2, and I will likely use one for work, and I've taken one out. In addition to that, while at 7-Eleven, I also managed to get some Kirby mochi. So these are those Pachua, or Pachua, Pacho, or I don't remember. Puko, there we go. And it features Kirby as well as a limited edition flavor that I haven't tried before. I also managed to find this Pom Pom Purin blind box keychain. I think this is just individual, where whatever you see is what you get. These weren't super pricey, but they featured different characters. In this case, I wanted Pom Pom. I think it was like $7 or so. So it's like a little keychain thing. The last big part of all of this is more so the fact of these Easter eggs. So the bad part is I decided to collect all these literally on the last night before heading out, because I was like, oh, on the day that we went to Ocean Park, they had a 7-Eleven there which had the Easter eggs. I think these were on clearance for like 12 Hong Kong dollars each. But they were only like, so $2. And I was like, oh, these are adorable. And essentially what's inside is literally just pieces of candy inside of a casing. But I decided more so the fact that I just wanted to collect all of them. So what started as one ended up being all 18. And the last one being literally stitched I had to find. So with all of these as a whole, I literally had to go to every single Hong Kong 7-Eleven that I could possibly find on the way back coming from Ocean Park. Then we went to Jordan and Prince Edward Station, and then we went back to Causeway where we were staying, and we ended up checking like 15 of them. Meanwhile, the 7-Eleven next to our hotel actually had all of them. So I was like, okay, that's coincidental. But anyways, there's 18. So I have Stitch. I have the Alien. I have a Donald Duck. I also have Jessie. I also have Judy Hopps. Mickey Mouse. And by the way, these are none of open because I haven't even had a chance to open them yet, so Olaf. Ham. Belle. There's also Cinderella. We also have Nick Wilde. We also have lots of Hug and Bear. And we have Dale. And then we have Chip. We also have Daisy Duck. Minnie Mouse. And Bear, which I only could find one of, and he had to be a little bit dented, but I was like, whatever. And then Snow White. So those were only like $2 each, and again, I thought it was a steal because apparently what's inside of it is literally just some pieces of candy. So some of them are apple flavored, some of them are yogurt flavored, blueberry flavored, and strawberry flavored. But again, these are freaking adorable, so I couldn't complain. It was literally $2 each. But yeah, those are pretty much the stuff that I got outside of Disney, although some of them are still Disney. So here we are. And then lastly, as a whole, it's just more so some things that we got from On Ping, and these are just more so like photo cards. So some of them are Disney related, so yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This may or may not give you an idea of what to look for while you're abroad, because I honestly had only 2 things in mind. This is just Hong Kong Disneyland and enjoy a general trip altogether while there. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Yeah. I also just realized there probably is Woody in here too. I don't even know if Woody is part of it. TB, who knows. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're not already. I try to post as often now that I can. And hope you guys have a wonderful day.